This is Paris, and we're going to do a quick walkthrough of Pulsys, the latest product that we've built here with Logic. Pulsys is a GitHub app that helps teams get aligned better by replacing recurring meetings with scheduled GitHub discussions. So let's see how that works. Here I am in my homepage, and to go to that page, I need to sign in with my GitHub and grant Pulsys with access to a GitHub account so that it can create discussions in the repositories that I will grant it access to. So here are my Pulsys that I have already created, but let's go and create a new one to see in a bit more details how it works. I'm going to go and click here on create a new Pulse. And the first thing that I need to do is select a repository where Pulsys will be able to create discussions. Here I'm going to pick Django Pros, which also happens to be an open source project and therefore a public repository, so you will be able to see the discussion that we created through that video, that repository later. So I click select, and now I'm ready to configure my Pulse. First, I have to give my Pulse a name, so when I go to the homepage as we saw before, we know that this is about. So for example, in this example, I will name my Pulse demo video. The next thing that I have to do is set the schedule of my Pulse, which is the days of the week, the time and the time zone at which Pulsys will create a GitHub discussion based on the template that we will create later below. So in this case, I will pick just Monday, although I can also pick more days, as you can see, and set the time to, let's say, 8 p.m., which is the closest to now. And the time zone has already been selected for me. So every Monday at 8 p.m., a GitHub discussion will be created in the repository with LogicCO/Django Pros based on my configuration. Next, I pick a discussion category. Let's make it general here, and let's give it this discussion a title. I will name this Weekly Update, and the discussion body will be Hey Django Pros developers, share what great things you worked on this week, last week. So every Monday at 8 p.m. Europe, Athens time zone, a new discussion will be created in this repository with LogicCO/Django-Pros in the general category with a title, Weekly Update, and discussion body, Hey Django Pros developers, share what great things you worked on last week. Now I'm going to create that Pulse. And as we are approaching this time, we see that the next Pulse will be created 32 seconds from now. And here we can see the schedule that we picked, the time that it will be created. And here we can also see the template that will be used to create that GitHub discussion later on. So fast forward a couple of minutes later, let's go to GitHub, and we can see that a discussion was created based on our Pulse configuration and discussion template. So as we configured, our Pulse was created, our discussion was created by our Pulse at 8 p.m. on Monday in the repository, in the discussions category we picked, and with the title and body that we set. So that was it, pretty much. You can check out Pulsys at pulsys.dev. This is pulses.dev. We hope you enjoy it, and thank you very much for watching.